Bats are mammals of the order Chiroptera whose forelimbs form webbed wings. They are the only mammals naturally capable of true and sustained flight. Bats are more manoeuvrable than birds, using their very long spread-out digits which are covered with a thin membrane or patagium. Bats are the second largest order of mammals, after the rodents, and comprise about 20% of all classified mammal species worldwide, with about 1,240 bat species traditionally divided into two suborders, the largely fruit-eating megabats, including flying foxes, and the echolocating microbats. Many bat species are insectivores, and most of the rest are frugivores, fruit-eaters. A few species feed on animals other than insects. The vampire bats feed on blood. Most bats are nocturnal, and many roost in caves or other refuges. It is uncertain whether bats have these behaviours to escape predators. Bats are flying mammals. While others can glide, bats are the only mammals capable of continued flight. There are over 1,000 different bat species. Bats are nocturnal, active at night. Bats see in the dark using a special skill called echolocation. Bats make noises and wait for the sound waves to bounce back off objects. An echo, if it doesn't bounce back, then they can safely fly forward. They can tell the distance of various objects by how quickly the sound waves bounce back to them. Most bats feed on insects, while others eat fruit, fish or even blood. There are 3 species of vampire bats which feed solely on blood. Vampire bats have small and extremely sharp teeth which are capable of piercing an animal's skin, humans included, without them even noticing. Vampire bats can carry rabies, making their bites potentially dangerous. Some bats live by themselves while others live in caves with thousands of other bats. Bats can live for over 20 years. Pteropus bats, also known as flying foxes or fruit bats, are the largest in the world. Bats are present throughout most of the world, with the exception of extremely cold regions. They perform the vital ecological roles of pollinating flowers and dispersing fruit seeds. Many tropical plant species depend entirely on bats for the distribution of their seeds. Bats consume insect pests, reducing the need for pesticides. The smallest bat, and arguably the smallest extant mammal, is Kitty's hog-nosed bat, which is 29 to 34 mm, 1.14 to 1.34 in length, 15 cm, 5.91 in, across the wings and 2 to 2.6 grams, 0.07 to 0.09 ounces, in mass. The largest bats are a few species of Pteropus and the giant golden-crowned flying fox, Esrodontia, with weights of up to 1.6 kilograms, 4 pounds, and wingspan up to 1.7 meters, 5 feet 7 in. Bat dung has been mined as guano from caves and used as fertilizer. Bats are natural reservoirs of many pathogens including those of rabies. Since they are highly mobile, social, and long-lived, they can readily spread diseases. They are sometimes numerous enough to serve as tourist attractions, and are used as food across Asia and the Pacific Rim. In many cultures, bats are popularly associated with darkness, death, witchcraft and malevolence.